It's a beautiful evening at the ballpark in West Sacramento, and fans are filing in for some straw hats against the Seattle Mariners here in Game 2.
And the A's with a win here tonight would pull into a virtual tie for first place.
Jeffrey Springs, we talked a lot about some of the struggle that the left-hander had encountered during the first inning. For Jeffrey, if he can get ahead, stay ahead, garner the weak contact, gonna have a good night.
First pitch to Crawford is lifted in the air to left. It curls over to Soderstrom. One pitch and one out.
Jorge Polanco is in the lineup tonight against a lefty in Jeffrey Springs. So that means he'll be batting right-handed for the first time since the early days of the season.
1-1, and that's cracked to left center field. On the run is Soderstrom, and he makes the catch in the alley. A great beat on the baseball, and Soderstrom retires 2 in a row via the fly out and line out.
Here's Julio batting .206, 5 home runs and 16 runs batted in.
Julio shoots this high towards the gap, slicing towards right center, ticketed for the berm. Home run, Julio.
Julio Rodriguez with a solo blast here in the top of the first inning, and the Mariners have a 1-0 lead on Julio's 6th home run of the year. Wow, what a swing by Julio, jumping on the first pitch to him.
Now, the first inning has been a problem for Jeffrey Springs. He's now allowed 15 runs in the very first inning of his start. It's the most of any pitcher in the majors.
And now the 3-2 on the way to Randy. It's up high for ball 4, and he now has reached safely in 29 consecutive games.
Runner going, the 3-2 pitch, and Garver hits a ground ball left side, right to short. Wilson has it, fires to first for the out. But Rodriguez gives the Mariners the lead. It's 1-0 Seattle, with the A's coming up in the bottom half.
The Mariners won, and the Athletics coming up here in the bottom of the first.
Emerson Hancock on the mound, making his 5th start of the season for the Mariners.
He delivers to Butler. Lawrence with a swing and a fly ball down the left field line. Mastrobuoni on the run, fair territory, makes the catch, and he falls down. He's able to hang on to it in fair territory down the left field line to the corner. He had to lean back, and when he did, he was able to make the catch, put on the brakes. 3-2 on the way, and it's low and outside for ball 4, so Rooker draws a walk. And the A's have a time run on at first base.
So Rooker into second base. 2 out, the pitch to McGill.
2-2 pitch, bouncing ball through for a base hit. Rooker's getting the windmill home. Coming up, throwing is more. The throw to the plate is cut off, and Andujar tries to stretch to second. He's out. But Andujar levels the scoring at 1-1 with an RBI single. We're evened up through 1 inning of play.
Swung on a miss by Solano, and back-to-back strikeouts for Jeffrey Springs.
2 down here in the top half of the second. That'll bring up Ben Williamson. Swinging a line drive into left field for a base hit. Up with the ball is Soderstrom. Williamson, a turn around first base, heads out back to the bag. So Ben Williamson with a solid base hit with 2 outs.
There's Mastrobuoni. Ian Crawford, those 2 left-handed bats guide out towards left center field. Soderstrom looking back, and it's off the base of the wall. Williamson races around third. He's on his way home and scores standing. How about a left-on-left double for Miles Mastrobuoni, the first extra base hit that Springs has given up to a left-handed hitter. And the Mariners have taken the lead back. It's 2-1.
It's 2-1 over the A's. Emerson Hancock on the hill. Kurtz the hitter. So the A's put the leadoff man aboard. They put the leadoff man aboard last inning too, but a double play by Jacob Wilson ended the second inning.
Yeah, he does need to go deep in this game, so you want to see some quick outs.
Way outside, that gets past Garver all the way to the backstop. Kurtz will trot into second. That was a breaking ball that just kept breaking.
Straightaway center field. Right there is Julio. Kurtz stays put. Julio a strong throw in.
Nick Kurtz moves to third base. So runner on third with 2 outs. And that will bring up the designated hitter Brent Rooker.
Back up the middle, and a single scores Kurtz. Tie game, it's 2-2. Rooker wasted no time and picks up his 19th RBI of the year.
We go to the top half of the 5th inning, still a 2-2 game. Once again, here's Ken.
Miles Mastrobuoni leads it off for the Mariners. He drove in a run with a double to left center in his first at bat.
2-2, called strike 3. Painted the outside corner, and Mastrobuoni is down looking.
A perfect pitch from Jeffrey Springs.
It's J.P. Crawford, a 13-game hitting streak.
Into center field, a base hit for J.P. Crawford, a 14-game hitting streak. Really, it's been a season of extremes for Springs. He's either pitched remarkably well or he has really struggled at times.
Polanco takes high, and a single and a walk puts runners on first and second for Julio Rodriguez. In the air to right. Butler drifts over and makes the catch. Will Crawford test his arm? He will, and advance to third. An effective out by Rodriguez puts runners on the corners, and now it's decision time with a Rosarena coming up.
Rings hanging in there. That pitch count up with 2 outs here in the 5th.
Feels like they have him on the ropes, and a Rosarena could perhaps land the knockout blow right here.
As a Rosarena cracks it to center, but right to Blade again.
And that will end the inning. Mariners leave the go-ahead run stranded at third.
Now the Mariners have runners at first and second with no outs, and here is Jorge Polanco. He has simply been one of the best hitters in the game.
Polanco shows one pop up, caught by McFarland. TJ fields his position, gets a big first out. So Mark Kotsay is going to go to the bullpen with 2 on and 1 out in the top of the 7th inning in a tie game.
Here is Randy. He's extended his on-base streak to 29 games. Looking for a knock right here. Bases loaded, tie game, 7th inning. Sterner set.
The 0-2 pitch, waved and missed, down he goes. Wow. 3 cutters, and the last 2 were pretty nasty, and Rosarena wasn't close on him. So that's the 2nd out of the 7th.
Garver 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
That swung on and popped up. The second baseman Urias going out, so is the shortstop Wilson. Luis under it, he'll make the catch, and Sterner finds a way to pitch out of it. And the inning is over, no runs. They had a walk-hit batsman and 3 men left with 6.5.
So Jacob Wilson is coming up.
That's bounced off the glove of Brash, and the ball's going to ricochet into right field. So that'll be a base hit for Jacob Wilson.
Well, here we go. Bases loaded, 2 outs, tied score. 7th inning. Spire has been wonderful this year.
So here's Butler with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
He struck him out and made it look easy. 3 pitches and a punch out from Gabe Spire.
Back-to-back hits now. The A's have him on the corners with nobody out.
The Mariners draw the infield in. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Colin Snyder comes out of the bullpen for the Mariners. Andujar stands in for the A's.
1-1. Through for a base hit. Andujar does it again, and the Athletics finally take a lead. It's 3-2.
And now the Mariners have the bases loaded with 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Here we go. Cal steps in from the left side of the plate, where he's done most of his damage. Swinging a line drive, base hit down the right field line. Polanco will score. Julio rounding third, being waved in. He'll score. And the Mariners have the lead 4-3 here in the top half of the 9th inning. Cal Raleigh comes through in the clutch.
The A's are down by 2 runs, but with 2 out, they have runners at first and second. And Seth Brown, the veteran left-handed hitter.
The Mariners win it tonight 5-3 over the Athletics here in Sacramento. Cal Raleigh gives Carlos Vargas a bear hug. He picks up his first save.
And you see Cal Raleigh making sure that he calls for the ball right there. He knows what this means to Carlos Vargas.